you several questions about some political figures, statements, lawyers we have read so far. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay, so Lizzie?
One of them is Abraham Lincoln, and we saw him in text The Landlord's Mistake and The Save the Birds.
Okay, thank you very much. By the way, who was Abraham Lincoln?
He was president of USA and he was 16th.
The 16th president. Good, very good knowledge. Okay, any other statesman we discussed previously, Barbara?
Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson. Who was Thomas Jefferson?
He was
What was his position?
he was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer, correct. A speaker, yeah, Senate speaker. And who else do you remember? Lazar? Daniel Webster, okay. Let's stop right there. Who was Daniel Webster?
He was a great statesman and famous lawyer and a public speaker.
Okay. What else do we know about him? That's all?
He lived in a poor family, but with his father's help, he got a great learning experience and became a great man.
Barbara?
He also loved sports and fishing.
Fishing as well. What other activities did he enjoy?
He loved hunting, fishing, and he also loved to read books.
Okay, so he was in love with books. And what else did he like?
He also liked shooting and he was thirsty for reading and studying.
Okay, what is another word for being thirsty for something?
Craving,
Crazy, okay.
wanting to do something.
When you
Being
really
eager. Being eager, good. Being enthusiastic, right? Passionate as well. Okay, so what did we read in the second paragraph? Who remembers? Sophie?
It was talking about his father and his family. They were quite poor, but he was thirsty for studying, so he was always standing. But people, unfortunately, was thinking that he was lazy and not
Enthusiastic about it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. What is another word for lazy? What is
Idle.
another? Sorry?
Idle.
Great. Idle. So lazy and idle are synonyms. Would you like to add something?
Since he was called lazy all the time, he wanted to prove something else. So he was reading more than he could, and he was learning very passionately.
Okay, great. Barbara.
one day his teacher hurt his feelings by telling him he was lazy, so he memorized the whole book of Latin.
Latin. Great. You remember even the language Latin.
To prove him wrong.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Lazar.
I don't really know if I'm correct, but as I remember, his neighbors built a library, like a small library, and he read all of the books twice. Or 3 times, I think.
Even 3 times. Even 3 times. Okay. That's all.
Also, his father lived near the Merrimack River, and he was getting in very poor school, which was open in winter for a few months.
For a few months. Great. Okay. Nick.
His father was very poor, but he liked that his son was very enthusiastic about reading and learning. So he tried to save up every single penny that he had to get him into a good college named
Good
Dartmouth
college. Do you remember by chance what was the name of this college?
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth. That's, by the way, that's an Ivy League college. Top 10 colleges in the USA. That's all.
He had also a brother who looked up to him, and since he was still poor and had no money, he had to teach in school for some long time.
Yes.
And then he saved money to go to the college.
To the college. Okay. So what else do we know about his life? Sophie?
After ending the college, he became became a very nice lawyer. And people always talking about his speeches.
Okay, great. And when he was a kid, what was he afraid of? What was his anxiety? So,
He was afraid of publicly speaking, but the people helped him in that.
okay, how?
He was shy.
He was
He was shy.
shy. When you are afraid, when you are, let's say, embarrassed to speak in front of people, why? Why does it happen with people?
Because you think that you will be judged. And you're
You
scared.
will be judged, unfortunately. Nick?
You have a feeling that you're wrong, and it's just not a very good feeling.
I do agree with you. Lazaro?
You're not used to it and you haven't done it many times, so you know how it feels.
Okay, so what is the recipe to just avoid this habit?
Maybe.
Sophia, sorry.
No,
Your own recipe from your perspective.
not be shy and just do it because no one is judging you.
Yeah.
Really.
Aso?
To have a self-confidence and
Yes.
cheer yourself up to continue going.
To continue, so to practice. You may fail once, you may fail twice, but the third time definitely will be better, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough.
You have to calm down faster and don't forget that you're able to do everything.
Yeah, just believe in yourself, right? Then
You should practice with some people you know, probably.
experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To maybe like know how it feels to be out on a stage.
Great, great, Lazaro.
You shouldn't be shy or scared because everybody makes mistakes, so if you're gonna be wrong, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
We'll learn from our mistakes, so mistakes are actually good for us.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No one is perfect, right? No one is perfect. Well, anything else? Yes, Nick.
Once you do it the first time, you realize that it's not that
Not
bad,
that-
and then you continue going.
Great, not that scary, right? And just to sum up our lesson, like, how will we sum up it? So,
You have to be side by side with your family because there is no matter what material situation you have a child and you have to
be
be
supportive.
focused on him.
Yes, correct.